Welcome to the Marketing Magic course. And this is going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. So, um, be prepared, man. You're opening up to a whole new world. And as you know, this course is designed to show you how to start and run a successful music production business. That means from the ground up. That means there's going to be some changes that's going to be made in your thinking, in your life, and everything. Because starting a business is not a plaything. You're no longer becoming you're no longer being a small time beat peddler or a little hustler. You see, that's like they like to label us those things. When you're not really, when you just start out, people like to try to say, "Oh, you're just hustling." No, you're an entrepreneur. You own a business, and you're going to start. I'm going to show you how to start it, get going, and then grow it, continuously leverage and grow. I mean, businesses are not made to make $2,000 a month and stay there. It's about growing it and leveraging it and utilizing new marketing tactics and continuously bringing in new prospects and new customers. So the goal with this course is to show you how to go from nothing to $2,000 a month to 5,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 to 50,000 to $100,000 to $1 million a month. You see, it's all possible. It's all about scalability and being able to scale the business. So first, let me introduce. This is just an introduction. You know, uh, Video. So I definitely want to go over a few things with you that you need to understand before you really get started. You got to first of all understand the business. Business, the nature of business is it's competitive, but at the same time, I don't want you to become greedy and those type of things. Like don't even look at it as competition. Just focus on what it is you want to create, where it is you want to go. It's enough, more than enough artists for producers, to make money. It's more than enough opportunity for you to get new customers and make millions of dollars online, selling your beats. I mean, and all together as a music production business. So I don't really want you to focus too much on competition, trying to beat out other people, and make more money than other people. Focus on really growing your business and being successful and living the life you want to live, and what you want to create is in terms of the type of business and the way you want to live your life. Don't focus too much on competition. Understanding business, you have to also understand that this is a road less traveled. Most people know nothing about business. They don't know anything about how to set up or run and actually make money as a business. That's why 95% of the people fail who start businesses. Probably much higher than that. Because most people that know nothing, they're not ready to. You can't just jump from a 9 to 5 and then think you're going to go to a business and start a business and be successful without understanding certain concepts. Like one, you no longer are trading your time for money, so which means that you're going to need to work even when you're not getting paid. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to be making money at first, um, or you're going to be working way more hours than the money that you're earning at first. Because if you don't do it, it doesn't get done, and it's not going to be built, and then you're not going to never make any money. So the thing about when you're running a business is you have to get out of the mindset of I work this much, I need to get paid. You know what I mean? It's more about building, like building a house. You're able, once you get it really built and going, you're able to live in it. Then you can do add-ons. You can make more improvements. You see what I mean? So the business, when you're first starting it and building from the ground up, sometimes it can be a bumpy road. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may lose money, you may go broke, you may make some money, then lose it, and then start all over. That's the nature of business. You understand? So you're getting into a flexible game, a game that's not so cut and dry as you do this and you make money, but it's about being innovative, about understanding and learning and growing. It's a great adventure because that's what it is. You are an entrepreneur. Like I said, you're not a small time hustler anymore. You're not just a beat peddler. You're not just a producer. You're an entrepreneur who's starting a music production business. And so, soon you may end up having employees, and depending on how much you want to grow, an office, And so you have to really start understanding how to be an entrepreneur, how to conduct yourself, how to manage your time, the different departments of a business. You're not just saying, okay, buy my beats and that's it. You have to learn how to manage your finances. You got to learn how to uh, get in the public eye. All these different things that pertain to running a business, which most people are very unaware of. And so when they start their business, they can't succeed. So, yeah, there's no more time for bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're ready to do this and be successful, that's what marketing magic is about. If you implement the stuff, you'll be successful. But there's no more time for you to play around, man. I mean, you really it's either two types of people in this world. I say those who live their dreams and those who dream about their dreams. When you dream about your dreams, um, that means you do a lot of bullshit. That means you do a lot of time wasting activities. Um, when you should be grinding, you're rather out getting quick, instant pleasure. You see, those are the traits of a person who's not going to fulfill their dreams. You see, now you move into the realm of, okay, I can either go hang out with my friends or I could sit there and work on this all night. I could go to sleep at 11, I'm kind of tired, or I stay for the next 3 hours and really, hammer away on this business. I have some things I have to work out, plan out this promotion, uh, work on some more strategies, work on my business. You see? So there are going to be choices where you're going to have to make where it says, okay, either you're going to bullshit around with your time or you're going to use it to build your business. Because prior to this moment, before you had a music production business and was taking it serious, you could waste a lot of time. When you're not working at your 9 to 5, you could bullshit around, watch TV. All that stuff right now is going out the window if you want to be successful and successful pretty fast. If you want to waste years away, I've watched people do this. I've been in business for a while now. I've watched people who been trying doing this for 5 years and they still can't seem to make any money. Or they may make a little here and there, but there's no real growth in their business because they haven't learned how to put away the bullshit. That doesn't mean you don't have fun, but now it's not it's calculated fun, right? You're saying, okay, I'm going to take this weekend and really enjoy my life, but during Monday through Friday I'm gonna grind. You feel me? As opposed to Monday through Friday I'm going to bullshit, Saturday and Sunday I'm going to bullshit even more, and then every week it's the same thing. So now it's more of I gotta know I have to work these times, and I know I'm gonna set aside some time to enjoy life, but they're gonna be calculated. It's good to be rich. It's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing. Not taken away from anybody. Actually, to be poor, you're hurting more people than you are being rich. People don't understand that because of the way you're programmed. Um, Being rich, you're able to help more people. I mean, you always see people complaining and bitching, talking about what other people are doing with their money. Well, if he has money, he shouldn't buy chains and stuff. He should be giving it to the poor people in Africa and stuff like that. You see, and the thing about poor people is they always have these ideas because that makes them feel good about being poor. You see that they can't now they won't even give 28 cents in a Pop Tart, you know, but they tell rich people what they should be doing with their money. You know what I mean? That if I was rich I'd be giving. No, you won't because you're not giving now. You see, people just use those kind of concepts to justify their brokenness. It's great to be rich. I mean, you can give more, you can live lavishly. I mean, who doesn't want to live lavishly? I don't know who wants to drive broke down Mazdas when they could be driving Maseratis. There's nobody. There's people who lie to themselves and say, okay, I'm going to be content because I don't believe I can get more. But everybody has a desire to live full out and appreciate life, um, and really enjoy the things that you're not attached to them for your happiness, but you can enjoy them because they're here. Why scrape by at the bottom if you don't have to? You see, so don't never let people tell you, it's a bad thing to be rich, and you might not get rich or nonsense like that. It's not an accident. Success is a science. So if you follow these things, you're going to be successful. The journey, what it takes. It takes an individual who, one, you're going to have to cut away from your peer group, your homeboys, your family. Um, and prior to now, you've probably been attached to your family or friends and their opinions. When you're attached to somebody, you also simultaneously attached to their opinions. So if you're attached to your homeboy, if they're telling you, well, this ain't gonna work and that type of stuff, then automatically that opinion is going to penetrate you. You're not going to be able to say, oh, don't, not, I'm going to ignore you. It's going to really affect you. Same way with your parents, your family, your friends, your girlfriend. You have to detach from them. And when I say detach, it doesn't mean you cut them out of life. It means that you are no longer dependent upon them. Your happiness is no longer dependent upon them being in your life. If they're there, you enjoy them. If they were to leave, then fine. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to have friends that you're going to need to leave because their brokenness and ballerness mentalities cannot coexist together in a peer group. It can't happen. Um, it seems like, at first you're going to be like, well, no, I love my friends. I've known them since high school or junior high, whatever. If they are committed to change and positive oriented people, keep them. If they're not trying to grow and you're trying to grow, then cut them off. Period. They will do nothing but hold you back. So as an entrepreneur on this journey, it's going to take a process of really calculating your friends and your family, because family and friend is just a myth anyway. They're just other people outside of you. You say this is my family because we have some kind of blood and DNA together. Forget that. You need to say, okay, who do I need to be with and who do not need to be with. I don't care if it's your sister and your brother and they're very negative people. Yeah, you love them, but you don't need to be around them that often. You see, you say hi and bye, see them, you make stop by sometimes, but that's not where you need to, you know, be, because that negative energy is going to come and affect you, and it's going to drain you. And this is things that pitfalls that a lot of entrepreneurs fall into. So I'm trying to help you avoid these things, because these things that I had to grow through, and many other people that I know that are successful entrepreneurs had to grow through. So I'm trying to give you like a heads up on these things. Success and failure, that's the way the game goes. You see, you cannot simultaneously, uh, you can't succeed without simultaneously failing. By that I mean, there's always going to be that duality there. You know what I mean? You succeed and then you fail, and then you succeed and you fail, succeed, fail. You see what I mean? And you have to look at it in terms of get out of succeed and fail, and look at it in terms of results. You know what I mean? Because sometimes success means you didn't get the results you were expecting. Failure means you didn't get the results. I mean, success means you got the results you were expecting. Failure means you didn't get the results you were expecting. So instead of focusing on, I failed, I made it, I'm successful, you say, okay, why did I get these results? And what can I change in order to get the results that are closely related to what I'm looking for? You see, because if you keep the mindset of success, failure all the time, you're always going to, when it's not working out, you're going to be down on yourself. Oh, I'm failing. Oh, my goodness. You see? And then what happens is, if you start getting success, you start making money, then you start getting your head in the clouds. Oh, I'm yes. And then when the failure comes, you can't handle it, because you're like, oh, I'm so used to being successful. Now I've failed. Now I've lost a lot of money or whatever. You see? So you want to keep that balance and say, okay, I'm just going to always, I'm always going to look at my results. Okay, I wanted to make $10,000 a month, but I only made 3,000. Okay, why did I get that result? What can I change? What can I do different? You see what I mean? And that type of mentality is what separates successful entrepreneurs from the failures. Because failures, all they do is they look at it and go, oh, I didn't make it. Oh my God, I failed. I didn't reach my goal. Man, I'm a failure. You see, successful people, they go, okay, I didn't get the result I'm looking for. Why not? And then say you get the result. Okay, this is the result I got. This is what I did. Now, how can I increase this result? I want a different result now, which means, maybe more money. So how can I get that result? Then it's continuously a failure success journey. You see what I mean? Sometimes you're gonna get the result, sometimes you're not. Then you go back and say, why didn't I? So don't never, I've been doing this for too long. I can't seem to make any money. Once you start getting to that mindset, you're gonna just fail, because you can't produce success out of a failure mindset, out of a mindset of pessimism. So always remember to just look at your results and keep going forward. Just keep going. It's a journey. Persistence. You may not make $1 million your first month. You know what I mean? You may not make that many beach sales your first month, first couple months. You know what I mean? But you got to persistently, continually grow. Continually check your results and check what you're doing. Change things up. And some people, it takes them 10 years before they become a millionaire. Some people, they become a millionaire in their first 6 months of business. You see? So it's not really a time issue as it is an issue of you looking at your results and keep fixing and tweaking, and keep working and grinding and getting your mind right. I mean, there is no set time, so you can't say, don't never say, well, I'm not doing it fast enough, I'm not becoming successful fast enough, and that type of thing, because you can be broke today and only make $2,000 this month, or make nothing this month, or lose money this month, and next month you make $20,000. Then what would it matter for you to worry about and all that stress over the money that you didn't make this month, if next month you make 20,000? That's the mentality an entrepreneur has on his journey, because that keeps you motivated, keeps you going. You gotta always be persistent. Dedication. You have to dedicate your life to making this successful. You can no longer live the old lifestyle. You're giving that up. You're giving up the old you, the old brokenness you, because the old you is what has gotten you what you have this far, have gotten you in this mess. I know you're in a mess, because anybody who trades their time for money and doesn't understand business is in a mess. Period. And people who thought 10 years ago, or even 6, 7 years ago, before this recession, you would have told me, if I told you that, well, no, you're crazy. There's people making $100,000 a year. They're doing good. And now you fast forward, those same people don't have any retirement. Their 401k is fucked. They have no job. I mean, these people are going on welfare because trading time for money means you don't understand, first of all, economics and understand business. Because if you understand business, you know that you need to be having assets that bring in income. I don't care if you have a 9 to 5 or not. You see, it's not about not having a job. Because if you do, you may like your job. But the point is, it doesn't matter. You need assets to be bringing in income. So you're gonna have to dedicate yourself to this new lifestyle of yours. You understand? That means cutting off people. That means less hanging out. That means more dedicated to your business and making it run. That means more longer hours, uh, less sleep, all those things, man. So and we're doing whatever it takes. That's the next, whatever it takes, man, to be an honest, successful business. It's not here to cheat people and compete. You're here to create something in the world and be successful. So that's what you gotta dedicate yourself to that continuous growth. This is a growth process. Your business can't outgrow you. Your business grows along with your inner growth. So you have to continually, recreate yourself. Better yourself. The mindset you're in now, where you are now, has gotten you where you're at. So you're gonna have to continue to grow, continue to learn, continue at first you may not be able to work, 5 hours on your business a day. You may only have the mind set to only work 1 hour. Then you said, I gotta continue to grow because that's not fast enough. Then you got to handle your finances. A lot of us growing up in the hip hop community, you're not taught to handle your finances correctly. So that's more growth. It's just growing in all these areas, and that's what creates business success. Many people, they get their businesses, they keep the same mentality, they don't want to grow, they just want to make money, and they fail and they lose their money because they didn't grow as a person. Your business can't outgrow you. Period. So you have to really watch that. Self education as an entrepreneur, this journey is an educational intelligent journey. That means you're going to have to be learning all the time. This course is a good step, a major step, but it's not your last step. You understand what I mean? It's like you, as you go maneuver your business, you're gonna run to different things you're gonna need to learn. You know what I mean? And you gotta have the awareness to say, okay, I need to learn this. This is something new. You know what I mean? It's a part of the business that I didn't foresee. Maybe you need to learn how to communicate. Learn body language so you can when you go set up deals, you know how to read people's body language. Like I can read people's body language. I can do that. So I mean, that's a useful skill. There's always maybe the art of closing a deal. All those type of things you continue to learn and grow and expand your mind because what that is expanding your awareness of things. So self-education is very important. This is, like I said, this is a great step. This will get you going, but you want to continue to educate yourself and learn new things, man, because that's how you ultimately become successful. Massive action. You can dream about things all day. You can learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and plan. But if you don't sit there and take the action, that means you have to sit there and do the things to build your business. Some things may be monotonous. Some things you may be like, oh my God, I gotta do this. But you gotta sit and you gotta do it because at the end of the day, when it's done, you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be like, it was all worth it. If you don't do it and you take the easy road and you take the lazy road, you're gonna look up and say, damn, I'm still stuck in this position. I still don't have no money. I've been there, man. I'm telling you, massive action, you have to take it. Some people, I don't use the term, I don't like the term hard work because I don't believe in working hard. You know what I mean? Like, I used to work at a warehouse. That was hard work, okay? I had to load boxes in a fucking truck for hours. I mean, heavy TVs, all kind of shit by myself. And I would have to take care of like 3 truck lanes. And I would take them off the conveyor belt and stack the truck from the front all the way to the end for 10 hours a day in a hot truck. It was hot and sweaty in there. That is hard work, okay? So I don't ever want to use that term hard work. And if you love making beats, if you love doing this anyway, it's not hard, it's just that it takes action. You have to keep steadily being on the move and making movements and taking, action, acting. You know what I mean? Instead of just sitting back passively, and watching things, you have to really go out and create and make things happen. So, that's why I like to use the term. It's going to take that, though. It's going to take action. You're going to have to be an action-oriented person. And a lot of us, 9 to 5 is really easy to be lazy because it's like you got your set thing you're gonna have to do. You know what you gotta do when you come into work. Pretty much the same routines. Business is different. There is no routines. There's always constantly new stuff needs to be done. You have to figure something out, learn something new, and apply it. Applying things, building. I mean, it's continue. It never stops. You know what I mean? So it's never going to be a day where you're going to be like, I have nothing to do. I'm just going to sit back and just, you're always going to have something to do. You know what I mean? When you take days off, the next day you come back, you're still gonna be shit waiting on you. So that's the journey though. If you want to be successful and get rich and do all these things and ball out, that's what it takes, man. If trying to do that, if you're happy with, which I know you're not, just living in a little apartment or get a little mortgage, struggling to pay that in your little Honda, you know, and being able to take vacations once or 2 weeks a year, then you don't have to do this stuff. But if you say, you know what, I want a better life, these are what is required of you. The music industry, how it is designed. Okay, you have to first understand how the music industry is designed. Okay, at the basic raw level, it's very simple. You know, um, consumers, which are the average person, they buy music. Okay, so really the main, not the only, but the main source of income is from consumers. It's a consumer-driven market, which means that if people ain't buying music some kind of way, then there's no music industry. Whether it's ringtones, whether it's downloads, whether it's whatever. So there is money to be made off radio spins and all that, but basically it's a buy and sell market. You see, and so the way labels do at a basic level is, okay, we'll invest in your product, which is an artist, their album, right? They invest in an artist. We'll give you the money and we'll market it for you. You create the product, so it's like a joint venture. Now they rate the artists because the artists have no business knowledge, obviously, because artists they wouldn't even allow any ridiculous amount of rapage to go on, but they have no idea what they're doing, and so then the music label, they buy whatever is needed for the music artist to complete that album. So that includes the beats, right? So they're going to need music beats in order to release an album. Period. Or no music can get made without the music artist, and without the music producer. So the label pays the producer. The producer gets his money. He may get some points on the album, whatever. If not, whatever. But he gets paid, and then the label recoups their money by the album sales. You know, so it's a buy sell market. But the producer, you have to understand, your money is not dependent upon selling to the consumer. You have to sell it to the artist. Even the label, the label may buy it for him, but you're still selling the beat to the artist. So your consumer is the artist, not the average person. You understand? So you have your business is catered to selling to music artists. That is your consumer. Music artists, they're catering to the average person, music listeners, music fans. That is their consumer. So your business has to be set up in order to sell to labels, sell to music artists. That's your niche. That's your market. You see, so you have to understand that your business is music production, and you're selling your music to artists who can then sell it to the music fans. You see, so that's the way it's structured, and understanding the old structure. Now we just talked about it, but I want you to understand something about the old structure. The old structure was designed that way because in order to reach an international market and national market, anything beyond local took money. Because in order to market to those other markets, like if you're in Atlanta and you want to get your name out in New York and California, it took heavy promotion. It took buying radio spins. It took getting out there. You see what I mean? Video shoots. And so you needed that money, or you couldn't, get that market, to be internationally known artists, and that a lot of money comes with that, endorsements and whatnot. So that's why you sign to a label, because I need to get my name out internationally, so I can get as many fans as I can. I can sell them shit. I can sell them music or whatever. You see, and that's the old structure. That was before the internet. You see, now we must embrace the new structure. See, the old structure allowed the rapage of artists because artists had no power. It's either, look, you sign, or you're going to be local for the rest of your life. Yeah, okay, you can make $20,000, $10,000 a month locally, okay, but you're never going to make these millions. You're never going to have a large fan base. You're never going to be able to tour the world doing shows. You see, and that was the old structure. So there was a lot of room for slavery because I'm an artist. I'm desperate. You have all the power, and I can't reach the market without you. You know what I mean? Because I don't have that money. Now the new structure is, birthed, I think, out of the desires of most music artists and people in general. The internet has come along and really changed everything. So we must embrace this new structure because now the music artist, I'm a music artist. up and coming artists. Wait a minute, what do I need this label to rape is my money for? You see what I'm saying? When I can get online and build my own international fan base from the whole world, you see, and even if I don't become as big as a major artist, I can still pull in, $30,000 to $40,000 a month, live my dream, just off selling my music to the fan base that I've acquired online. You see what I mean? So in that means that music producers, they're gonna need beats because they're still gonna need beats. So music producers, up and coming, major doesn't matter. Then now has a new market to sell to because now these people, they're gonna need beats over and over and over again. They don't really need the label anymore. They can spread their message and their music over the internet. So now as producers, we must get online and sell it to them. You see, and without producers, the whole structure will crumble. Nothing can happen. You see, if there aren't producers selling to these up and coming artists, you get it? Then they won't have any music to bless the world with and grow themselves. You see, and spread it and become successful themselves without a label. You see what I mean? So we need music producers to be selling them. You have to be visible. We need you to make money and be able to and sell beats and have your website, music production online. They need that. They are in dire need of that because if they don't have that, they can't afford a beat from Timbo, right? So now they can go online and buy beats and within their budget. You see, so I mean, it's all about embracing that new structure. You know what I mean? Because a lot of success can come from it if you get out of the old structure and embrace what's going on now. Amazing new opportunities for innovative producers. I mean, it's amazing now. I mean, never in the history of of uh, of man have we seen anything like this. Before as a producer, you had to know somebody who knew somebody. You know what I mean? Sleep in front of steps, get a internship at a studio, and hopefully get a beat heard or something. Now it's nothing like that, man. Now you can start your music production business with nothing almost. I mean, because to start a business online, I mean, it's practically pennies on a dollar, man. I mean, before to start a business, it took stupid amounts of money. You need loans and all that stuff. Now you can use the money you saved up from your 9 to 5. $1,000 to get you in the game, or even less. You know, so it's amazing new opportunities, new ways. I mean, you can just think of all kind of ways to come in the market. Dirty South Beach. You may just become the king of Dirty South. Maybe you want to take over the West Coast niche. Maybe you want to take over the underground online niche. That's very big. A lot of I mean, you may be known for underground beats specifically, or you may want to be known for beat packages, or beat CDs, whatever. Whatever you can think of, you can use that to your advantage and market it that way and make more money. You don't have to. You never stop. You know what I mean? You just keep thinking of new ideas and putting it out there and bringing in customers. You know what I mean? So it's like it's very good time right now to be a producer. Now, the importance of music production. You really have to understand. I think that what you're doing is very important and critical to the world. Many people who aren't music producers obviously are not going to know the importance of music production. They just say, "Oh, that's a cool little hobby." They don't know how much they depend on music producers. You see, um, it's a very important gift that if you have the gift and the desire to cultivate it and live off of and be successful at. Um, Most people take for granted their music. Music is a part of everybody's life. You see, when you feel sad, you can turn on a piece of music and be uplifted. When you want to get motivated, you can throw on a hip hop track. You know what I mean? Everybody has a soundtrack to their life. Whether you love country music, gospel, rap, rock, right? Because it's something that relates and resonates with you. So people are so ignorant; they don't understand that. If there was no music producer, you would have no music to listen to. Nothing. See, even your parents don't understand that. So your parents say, well, music production, that's just a hobby, that's cool. No, that's retarded thinking. Do you realize if there was no music producers, then there would be no music. Ever, nowhere. Okay? And the world would really suck. You see? So it's very important. It's a very important career. I mean, it's important, more important than a doctor, in my opinion. It's the most important career. You understand? Music has a healing effect. It has an effect on you. That's inexplainable. It can inspire, it can motivate, it can uplift, it can do a lot of things, man. I mean, man. I credit Jay-Z a lot of my success because, man, I can throw on a Jay-Z CD, man, and get so motivated, get so elevated. You know what I mean? So you really are changing lives as a music producer. really are. You heard me say it, like I said, without music producers, there is no music. So, if you have this rare gift, everybody isn't born with the gift or the desire to produce music. It's rare. It's not something that everybody's doing. You know, there are a lot more doing it now because of the access is easier. But me and those guys aren't serious about it, and the ones that are, they stick with it. You know what I mean? And it becomes their passion. So, and that's still a rare few. I mean, your average person does know nothing about music production. So don't let anybody deter you and tell you that you should find something more important. I mean, there's nothing more important than music production, in my opinion. And it's important to be the best that you can be. I say that because I mean, you're really giving opportunities to music artists, up and coming artists. You may, end up having that hit single for them. You never really know, man, until you just really try your best, and you can see you start changing lives. You know what I mean? From your perspective, it's just a beat sometimes. It's nothing. I just enjoyed making it. But from other people who hear it, how sometimes, man, you can hear a beat, just you get loose in the club, man. You know what I mean? That's enjoying life. We need that, man. You know what I mean? Or you could be in a car or with your girl, you throwing that R&B track, man. But it's the music. Yeah, the singer is there, and you feel them, but it's something about that music that's just like, damn, you know what I mean? Push you in that mood. So it's important to be the best you can be because you're touching people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, people depend on that. You know, someone may be on the verge of suicide, man. They hear your music, man. And then they don't kill themselves. They think about it and they feel better. You know, you never know, man. Like I said, from your perspective, you only can see your life through your eyes, but you can't see the effect it's having on the planet. And there's a lot of good things that can happen, man. But if you're holding yourself back, then the world isn't being blessed by your gifts and talents. God gave you the gift for a reason, right? The universe or whatever you want to call it, you have the gift. Many people don't possess that gift, so it's important for you to cultivate these gifts and be the best that we can be. Most people don't because of the way we're programmed in society, they don't believe they can be the best they can be. They suffer from a severe inferiority complex that, I'm nobody, I can't do it. Other people can get lucky and have coincidences and ignorant things like that because of how we're programmed. But I'm telling you, if you really go for it and try your best, just try your best, good things will come from it. I guarantee it. Now, a little bit about marketing magic. How to get the most out of this course is one, go through the whole thing before you do anything. So go through the whole entire course before you do anything. So that way you get a bird's eye view. And then go back and use each section as you need it. You know what I mean? So, if it's time for you to start generating traffic, go back to the traffic generation. If it's time for you to come out with a promotion, go back to the promotion video. It's time for you to build your email list, go back to the email. And don't just look at it one time, continuously go back to it. You know what I mean? So that way you can always keep refreshed. You know what I'm saying? You'll always use it. You know what I mean? Like if you just listen to it and then you go try to do it without keep going back to it, I mean 90% of the things that you learn you'll forget and you'll just do things your way and mess it up. So to get the most out of the course, go through the whole course once, and then start building your business piece by piece and going back to the videos that you need at that moment, wherever you're at. You see, so if you don't even have a website up, you don't have to keep going back to the traffic video and say, "Oh, I'm gonna learn how to do this." No. Go to the traffic video when it's time for you to start getting your traffic. You see, and so when you're in the building stage of your business, go over what you need to go over at that moment to get you to the next step in your business, to get you to the next brick. You see, don't try to do everything at once. You just go brick by brick. You listen to it one way all the way through, and then you continually come back to the parts that you need. Can you really become successful? Is this a bunch of hype? Of course you can. No, it's not hype. Yes, you'll be successful if you follow what I'm telling you, because I'm telling you the truth. You know what I mean? It's not as hard as some people make it seem. It's not as simple as some people make it seem. But I guarantee if you just follow your path, follow your insides, and never stop learning, never stop building, success is inevitable. You know what I mean? Failure is just a mindset, just a program, just a programming of the matrix. The way people are subconscious minds are programmed to think. It's programmed to think brokenness. So I'm going to program you to be successful. I'm going to show you how to. That's the one thing that people don't want to do knowledge. So, You know, that's their own fault. How long will it take? Well, it's up to you. You know, like I said, this guys that came in 2 months already making full time income. This guy that came in, you know, a year, 2 years, and they ain't made shit because they don't have dedication. I mean, they're not really putting in the effort. You know, it's gonna take you to really start buckling down. If you, this is what I say. If you buckle down and say make a decision and a commitment to really doing this, then you'll be seeing money within the next month or two. You know what I mean? And it'll be growing all the time. So it's not really a length thing as in time wise as it is a dedication thing. You know what I mean? And a effort. How much effort are you willing to put in? How much energy are you really putting in? How much blood, sweat, and tears? Somebody who's working, you know, going to a 9 to 5 and then coming home working 10 hours on their business. You know, some days not going to sleep because they work on their business. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot faster for them than somebody who, you know, bullshits around, hangs out, you know, they go to their parties all the time, you know, do a little here and there, you see. So it's all up to you really and your dedication, and that is you know, like I said, it can go from 1 month to 1 year to 10 years, depending on how serious you are about it. Now go on to the next video, and you know, it's time to really buckle down and really be serious.